Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
So, Jag, the problem of the age is one problem. I want to move over to the girls'
It's
rates.
not a problem. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, just disgusting. I mean, she's legal, but it's kind of wild. But
Barely.
people are
But
people are
I'm just
looking at.
trying to figure out, how does a man with that much money, how does a man with that much access need to go to OnlyFans to get some tail?
Was that his problem that he OnlyFans seemed like a one and done situation? It seemed like he kept a relationship open.
Once again, that little girl has assigned herself to be a whore. And that's who you're clienteling with? As a grown ass man, you should be telling her that there's more for her to do with her life than peddling her booty on OnlyFans.
25K a cheat.
And you paid it? You that hard up that you got paid little kids? Tell you a real story. My mother's stepfather, the man who unalived my grandmother. I never met my grandma. She was unalived on my uncle's 6th birthday during the birthday party. Mac unalived the mother of his children and the mother of someone else's children right in front of her kids. He only did 7 years for that. Destroyed my mother's family and destroyed every last one of them. You know, they used to make me go over there, even though he had touched all over everybody, forced himself in ways that an adult should never force their way on young people. He done all of those things. They knew it. He took my grandmother's life. And they would still send me over there to go get money from him and stuff so he could pay, I guess, some kind of ghetto reparations. But he would still try to hit on all of us when we would come over there. I never understood why they would send us there. Just go get the money and get whatever he got. We need it. The very man who took my grandmother's life. And I look like my grandma. And I'll never forget when I seen the girl that I went to school with, because his apartment was right across the street from my high school, William Penn, Broad and Gerard. And that's why they would make me go, because I was right there, right? I went to school there. But when I seen the girl who was in the grade above me coming from his place, putting those $100 bills in her pocket. She was 15 and a half, going on 16 years old. He was in his 70s, and he was hiring her to come and give him blowies. And I knew who that girl was. And her mama was on crack. She, her and her brothers and sisters didn't eat a lot. I'm talking about a 15 and a half, 16-year-old girl going to service this old man who was every kind of pervert and every kind of thing that is wrong in the eyes of God. And she did that to get that money to help feed her and her siblings because her mama was on crack. And I went to school with her. How was the Shannon Sharpe thing any different than what I just told you?
Man, that's real. Wow.
How was that any different? How was he any different than my pervert, dead step grandfather who took my grandmother's life and assaulted everyone in the family and even tried us. The grandchildren of the woman he unalived.
Jag, just curious, what ended up happening to him?
Mac?
Yeah, Mac.
He went to jail for 7 years and then came out and left the rest of my aunts and them to grow up in the system after they had been abused and all of that stuff. My father did the eulogy at his funeral because they couldn't find a minister that would touch him. And then the family got mad at my dad because my dad sat there and told the truth about that man with his dead body present. And the only reason I went to the burial was so I could piss on his grave. That's what happened to Mac. He lived a semi-long life and he continued to keep abusing young people while my aunts knew he was doing it and did nothing to stop it.